Today we're going to be making 3 delicious summer salads for sandwiches. We are going to do chicken salad, we are going to do tuna salad, and we're going to do egg salad. Let's cook. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. All right, we've got 7 boiled eggs, and we're going to go ahead and add those to our bowl. So I'm using my method of just pushing the eggs through a baking rack. It works so good. Everybody try it. I hope everybody's having a nice weekend. Let me know how your 4th of July was. Ours was pretty fun. And let me know how all those dishes turned out. If you made the potato salad or any of my other salads, let me know what everybody thought. I'd love to read it in the comments. So we're just gonna smash our eggs through. This is such a great trick, everybody, because then you don't have to sit there and waste time dicing. All right, let's go ahead and chop up our next ingredient for our egg salad. Next, we're gonna chop up some pickles. I love pickles in my egg salad mix. Tastes so good. So let's go ahead and chop these up. Just a little bit. You don't wanna overpower the salad. Okay, let's go ahead and add our pickles, our nice chopped pickles. Look at those. I'd say maybe a 1/4 cup, right, of chopped pickles. Add those to our eggs, and then we're gonna chop up our celery. Okay, let's chop up some celery. I have about 3 little stalks here that I'm gonna use. You wanna chop this up fine, but we're gonna add this. This is gonna give a nice little crunch, and it goes along great with the pickles and the eggs. Just chop these up nice and fine. I don't like big chunks in my egg salad for sandwiches. I just wanted to add a little bit of crunch, dice these down. We're gonna go ahead and add this, about a 1/4 cup celery, to our bowl. And then we are going to add our seasoning. I'm gonna go ahead and stir this in. Look at how yummy that looked. It's nice and balanced. One thing does not take over the other thing. Okay, let's just add some salt and some pepper. And I just want to add just a pinch of celery seed, my new favorite seasoning. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and add the mayonnaise and the mustard next. I'm going through just giving my eggs one little final chop, blending everything together, all those seasonings we just put in. And we're going to go ahead and add our mayonnaise now. I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup. Okay, I'm gonna open that up, kind of spread that around a little bit, and then we're gonna add a little bit of mustard. Always shake your mustard when you take it out of the refrigerator. It'll mix it up and you won't have that runniness. I'm just gonna put about, what, a teaspoon in? Okay, let's go ahead and mix this up. I think that's gonna be perfect. Where's everybody watching me from today? I'd love to see how far my recipes reach out there in the US and the world. This is looking a little too white for me. I want it to be a little bit more, add a little bit more mustard to that. So I'm gonna have kind of a yellow, light yellow color. That is perfect. All right, that looks wonderful. Now it's ready to go on the bread. Let's go ahead and put it on our sandwich. And we are ready to make our yummy egg salad sandwich. So nice to make these during the summertime. Nice and cool, great snack. And I always like to just put a piece of lettuce on. Get that salad out of there. And then just put your bread on. Let's slice it open. Yummy. And here is our egg salad sandwich. Let's move on to our next sandwich salad, which will be our chicken salad. The next sandwich salad we're gonna make is good old chicken salad, which is my favorite. Now to make this, to keep it easy, right? So we don't have to cook up chicken over the summertime. I just bought a nice rotisserie chicken. So I'm gonna take this out, this is in the refrigerator. And I'm gonna go ahead and just carve this up and get as much white meat. I'll get the breast and we'll chop that up, okay? I got about, what, 2 cups of chicken. I just took the breast off, and of course you want to remove the skin. So let's go ahead and lay this out. It's so good. Rotisserie chicken is just so delicious. I'm gonna go ahead, cut that up, right? I wanna chop that up, nice and fine pieces. How's everybody's weather today? I know we've been really having a lot of heat. Summer's here, folks, right? Okay, so let's finish chopping up our chicken, and then we'll move on to our next step. I'm gonna go through this chicken one more time, and then one thing I notice is when you're chopping, it's great when you're going through here one last time just to make sure that no little bone got in there, right? We don't want that to happen. So I have my chicken chopped up beautifully. I'd say it's about 2 cups. What do you guys think? Yummy, yummy. We're gonna go ahead and put that in our bowl. Alrighty, let's move on now to chopping up the vegetables that are gonna go in here. Our first vegetable that we're gonna add is some red onion. Goes great in cold salads. I'm just gonna put maybe about 1/4 cup in. Let's go ahead and chop that really small. That is fine, that's plenty. Okay, now I wanna go through here and I really wanna mince these up. Just want it to complement our chicken salad. Let's mince it up. What sorts of things do you guys add to your chicken salad? I'd love to hear. Okay, that looks wonderful. Let's go ahead and add that to our chicken, which we have already chopped up. And we want to do about 1/4 cup. I don't want to add too much onion in there. Ready, let's move on to our next vegetable, which is going to be some red and yellow pepper. All right, we're gonna chop up just 1/4 of a yellow pepper and just about 1/4 of a red pepper, just to give that some additional flavor. We'll go ahead and chop this down. We wanna chop it very fine, okay? So I think we'll add maybe about 2 tablespoons. Let's say a tablespoon each. And you can see I haven't used all of it, right? That looks lovely. Let's go ahead and add that to our bowl. And what we're gonna do next is I am going to add celery. Chop up some celery, and we're gonna put in about 1/4 cup. So I have about that much celery. Finely chop your celery. Alrighty? Our celery is nice and minced up. I'm gonna go over it one more time just to make sure. Nice and minced. That looks beautiful. What would you guys say, about 1/4 cup? I'd say about 1/4 cup of that. We're gonna add that. And we're gonna move on to our last ingredient, which is a little bit of carrot. All right, I'm trying this new tool that I got. Instead of breaking my hands down the shredder, let's see if it works. Are we supposed to do that? Nah. We want about 1/4 cup of carrots. Hey, this works pretty good. What do you guys think? Does anybody use these? I'm probably using it wrong. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Okay, so we've got our carrot shredded. You know, I peeled it and rinsed it, of course. Let me set this aside. I want to go through here. We've got these long shredded pieces, right? I want to go through and I want to mince these up. Not only does this add some more sweetness to the chicken salad, but it also gives it some color. Righty, we have got our carrots nice and finely chopped. I'm gonna go ahead and add those to the rest of our vegetables and chicken. And I'm gonna use about 3 tablespoons, okay? It's okay if I have extra, that's life. We know my shredder worked pretty good, right? Just a little bit of carrots in there because I've already got the peppers in for sweetness as well. Okay, and next what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to actually putting the dressing in here. Okay, we're gonna stir this up. As you can see, just as with the chicken is still the #1 star, right? But we've added some goodness in there. We've got carrots, we've got peppers, we've got onions, we've got celery, some yummy additional vegetables in there. Let's go ahead and season that up with a little bit of garlic salt, a bit of pepper. Now my rotisserie chicken has already got a lot of seasonings in it, so I don't want to add too much to it. So let's go ahead now and add our mayo. We're gonna add about a cup, and we're gonna see how this mixes up, okay? Just fold it in there. Kind of pressing it in is what I'm doing. Once you let this chill for about an hour or two, all these flavors come together and it's so darn good. This is the most popular salad of all that we eat. It's a chicken salad. And if you want to use less mayonnaise, use less mayonnaise. Oh my gosh, that looks perfect. See how everything is just nice and creamy. It's still thick, not too overly creamy. All right, I'm gonna make our sandwich. I'm gonna show you which bread I use for this one. It is absolutely delicious. The bread that I'm gonna be using is basically rye bread, but it's Cheesecake Factory. We love it. I love it with the chicken salad. It really complements it, the flavor. So let's go ahead and whip up a sandwich. Okay, we've got our bread here that we're gonna use. I'm gonna go ahead and generously scoop on some of my egg salad after you let it sit for about an hour, right? Scoop that on our sandwich. I hope you all try this bread. It is absolutely delicious. And normally for this, I would probably toast the bread just to give it a little more crunch. I'm gonna sprinkle a little salt, a little pepper, and then I'm gonna add, I cut up some big tomatoes here. Whoops, get back here. I'm gonna add a slice of tomato on top with a little bit of iceberg lettuce. And what I put on mine is, this will probably blow your mind, but try it. What I put on my chicken salad, which makes it absolutely delicious, is baby Swiss cheese. I try to put cheese on everything. It tastes so good, the flavor. So you're just gonna lay that over. That looks beautiful. Let's go ahead and cut that open so you guys can see. Look at that. Absolutely delicious. Doesn't that look yummy? I'll be eating this one later. Try it, let me know what you guys think. Now we're gonna move on to our third and final lovely, delicious sandwich salad, and that is tuna. So let's make up our tuna salad. Last, but not least favorite, but just our last sandwich salad is tuna. So let's go ahead and open up. I have about a 12 ounce can of tuna. Let that drain. Okay, we've drained our tuna. We're gonna add that to our bowl. I always like to let it sit a minute. Okay, let's add our tuna to the bowl. There we go. Next, we're going to add some red onion. Okay, we've got our tuna here all drained. I have some red onion that I chopped for my other sandwich salads, so I'm gonna use this. It's about a quarter of a cup. If you want more red onion, you can certainly add it, but I love onion in tuna. It just tastes so yummy. And we're gonna chop up a little bit of celery to put in this. I'm gonna chop up some celery. Celery is always really important, I feel, the #1 ingredient that people tend to add to their salads for sandwiches. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go ahead and add our celery. Chop this up. We want it very finely minced. We're just putting in about 2 tablespoons. That looks perfect. Gotta add celery. Let's go ahead and add that to our onions and our tuna. And we're gonna go ahead and season this up. Put some pepper, sprinkle some pepper on top. Some salt. I always like to put a little of this Creole seasoning. I use it on everything and it tastes really good. Just a little bit. And of course, for this particular one, I want to put just a little dash of celery seed, okay? I'm hooked on celery seed. Okay, let's give this a mix. Get all these, yeah, that looks great. These salads are so easy. I mean, literally, what? This one's gonna be done here in a minute. I mean, they take a couple minutes to make. Now this will make maybe, what, 3 or 4 sandwiches? But you can always double the recipe. It's great to have on hand if you don't feel like cooking. Serve them with chips, you know. Okay, let's go ahead and add our mayonnaise. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add some mayonnaise now. It's a mayonnaise day for Bonnie. I put about a 1/4 cup in there. Let me just put a little bit more. So maybe 3/4 cup. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add some mustard. Yes, I love mustard in mine. And I'm just gonna put about a teaspoon and see how that looks. Well, let's go ahead and stir this up and blend this in. That looks yummy. Gosh, I love tuna salad. I love the chicken salad. I mean, we're gonna be eating all this now. I'll make some sliders with it, and I've got all different types of bread. Just so nice to have on hand when it's too hot to cook. And it's nutritional, you know? It's still a little light to me. I'm gonna add just a little bit more mustard. Alrighty, look at that. Flavors are all gonna come together again. You wanna let this sit and chill in the refrigerator for about an hour, right? Let it get nice and cold. Let me do a little taste. That tastes delicious. And this is our tuna salad, and I'm gonna go ahead and dress it up on some bread for you. All right, let's go ahead and try this. This delicious tuna. Now I'm gonna do something with my tuna sandwich. Might be new to some people. It may not be, but I'm gonna eat this boy. This is gonna be, actually I'm gonna try all of them after we get done filming here. What I like to do is I like to put a little pepper on top, right? And then what I'm gonna do is I am putting American cheese. I love it. I absolutely love it with American cheese. And since I'm all about veggies, I have my tomato sliced up here, and I'm gonna add some lovely lettuce. Look at all the vitamins, all those vegetables we're gonna be eating that we don't even know. Put that on top, get back up there. It's beautiful. I'll smash it a little bit and go ahead and cut this. Let's see, I'm gonna show it to you. Oh my gosh, yum, yum, yum. Look at that. Absolutely delicious. And that is all of our salads. Those were 3 delicious summer salad sandwiches that you can all make. You see how easy they are, super quick. Look at this one, I can't help it, I'm gonna have to eat it. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And please don't forget to like and subscribe so we can see more recipes.